Okay, let's see. Good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in this world. Thanks for coming into the live training. This is what's today? Wednesday, the Wednesday edition. So I hope everyone's had a good week so far, recording videos, sending them out. Let's see who we got coming in here. If you are new to Dubb, if you could please put a one in the chat. If you're new to the platform, maybe you're on a free trial, maybe you just got on a paid plan, but you're still new, you're figuring stuff out. Maybe you recorded a couple of videos, maybe you haven't. If you could put a one in that chat, that would be helpful just so I know who's in the chat here in terms of are you new? So one would be great. Two, if you're returning, if you've had Dubb for a while now and you kind of know your way around, but you're still kind of playing with stuff, but you've definitely been in here before, you definitely have had Dubb for a while. A two in the chat would be great. Art, thank you for putting that one in there. I'm going to come over to you. How are you, Art? You can unmute if you'd like to, if you want to say hello.
I'm
Hi.
good. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
So talk to me. What brings you our way?
Well, I'm in the financial services industry. My FMO and partners are recommending Dubb to send videos to clients.
Okay.
So I'm happy to get familiar with it. Though I'm a
Yeah.
bit of a digital dinosaur, I am trying to bring myself up to speed.
No, that's great. Look, Dubb has been, sending videos like we do here that I'm going to show in a little bit. It's always worked great over the years for any kind of trust-based interaction, especially real estate, insurance, mortgage, finance, coaching, consulting. So I feel, with what you do, I mean, seeing you, hearing you, and, there's that trust that is immediately built that we found a lot of financial folks that are using Dubb kind of brings it a little bit further, because it's really about your experience, what you've done and you're able to kind of convey that, with that video. Is there any split in your audience at all, Art, in terms of like, is it investing? Is it like, what do your folks, what do you usually advise them on?
Well, I'm part of a, I also have some team members. My particular clients are on the insurance side of the coin. So everything we do is guaranteed principal with a
Yep.
fair rate of return and no risk to their asset base.
Got it. Okay. And then what would be the other side? So you get insurance on that side. What would be the other side?
The head of our investment team has got, everything available to our clients,
Yep.
you know, stocks, bonds,
Yep.
funds, uh,
So more of
structured
the
notes.
traditional. Okay, so more of the traditional stuff on the left, and then
Yes.
you got this on the right. Okay, cool. The reason I say that is because when I'm showing Dubb and what it does and kind of walking through some stuff here, the biggest thing we talk about is trying to send, videos to different segments of your audience, and that messaging is obviously directed specifically for that purpose. And there are different ways to record videos that are related to that work best. Like if you're going to do a screen recording, you're going to show what's on your screen, walk someone through something, that's great. If you're going to do a quick little hello, little introduction, little video like that. If you're going to talk about an update in the market, straight to webcam video. So there are these different aspects to it where when the audience feels like you're talking directly to them, we found it makes a difference.
No, I really appreciate that. And
Yeah.
you've probably gone over this before, so I apologize for maybe being redundant. But are there written instructions for those different types of videos that somebody might send?
Yeah, we have this I'll show in a second. Inside the Dubb dashboard, there's this cool little AI friend of ours in there called Otto. So Otto is you could send and say, look, I'm in finance, explain the split, right? And say, give me suggestions. What kind of video should I record to show this? And then Otto will lay out in detail what kind of videos to record. And if you ask, hey, how do I record a webcam video? It's going to give you the instructions and it's also going to give you a video as well. So it's pretty thorough.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I'm
these,
a little anti-AI, but if it makes things easier,
yeah.
I'll 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 I'll, I'll man up, whatever the expression is, and live with it.
You'll AI up. But I
Yeah,
also
AI
think,
up.
but if you don't want to though, if you don't want to do that, I mean, technically, you could go right to our Dub support channel on YouTube. It's Dub support on YouTube, and you could go right back to the parts of the training where I show how to like, hey, this is how you do the webcam. This is how you do the screen recording, and you can just go back and watch that because I'm going to show how to do it, and then you can just kind of pull up something else and be like, okay, I'm going to try it right now. And we have an email called feedback@Dubb. So when you try something, if you want to email it to us and like you want to pretend like I'm an insurance client or I'm an investor, you can just have fun with it. Give it a shot and we can give you feedback.
I really appreciate it. And I also appreciate the thoroughness and the thoughtfulness that you guys have put into this. My issue is I've been on one or two, if not in full, partial of these training
Yeah.
meetings. And the problem that I'm having is now, when I look at you now, it's great because it's full screen. But
Yeah.
when you go to show me your screen, it's
Mhm.
very small.
That's
And so
interesting.
I'm not able to pick up
Hmm.
um, the different things that you're pointing, click on this, click on that.
Let me do this. Let me show you this right here. Let me just show you this. Hold on one second. Can you see? Let me share my screen.
Okay.
You can see my screen here, right? Can you see that?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all clear.
Okay. So if I'll even make it a little bit bigger here, just so it fits a little bit better. All right. So let's just say, can you see this little button up here at the top? This little double,
Yes.
button, right? So this is one of our screen recorders. We'll cover this in a bit, but you can see everything here, right?
Yeah, this screen, this insert screen, whatever it is clear.
Okay. And then in here, you can see this one, right? The dashboard here, you can see this, all that.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so you should be pretty good. I mean, you should be let me see this right here. Can you see this stuff here? The remotes and the control, can you see this? All that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Then that's what I'm going to show. So you should be good because that's going to be screen recorder stuff. That's going to be webcam stuff. So you should be pretty good. If you need to, when you're on your page, you can always kind of pinch the screen in a little bit, with your fingers, or depending on what computer you're in, you can always zoom in a little bit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've done that, but what you're showing me now is
Yeah.
very clear and it's also larger than
Okay.
in past meetings.
Okay. Good. Well, yeah, that's weird. I don't know why I was doing that. But if you follow up on YouTube and you're watching the videos later, you also can maximize the screen, on your computer on YouTube, and then you'll be able to kind of get that.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Art. Good talking to you.
You too.
And let's see, is anybody else in here A1? Anybody else new to Dub? I thought I saw some other folks kind of popping in. If you are new to Dub, please put a one in the chat. Martin, thanks for putting a two. If you're returning, you can put a two in the chat. You've had Dub for a while. We have Ina here as well from our team, and she's going to monitor the chat as we kind of go in. Hey, Ina.
Hey.
And she knows everything about the platform. So as I'm kind of going through the show here, if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in that chat, and Ina will kind of address them as we kind of move along. And if it's something to show, we'll show at the backside of the little presentation here. So thanks for coming in, everybody. And I'm going to share my screen, and here we go. Okay, so let me actually hold on. Before I share my screen, let me just do this really quick. Okay. All right, so when you have Dubb, this is the Dubb dashboard right here when you're logged in. We have a little AI guide that I mentioned right up here in the beginning. So this is auto right here. So this little guide here can answer questions about Dubb. How do you use Dubb stuff? What do you do? It can answer strategy questions, like whatever industry you're in. Say, hey, what are the best 5 videos to make in recruiting? It can answer that. It'll typically give links and video links and articles, and it will lay out step by step what you're asking. So Auto is a really good resource right here in the middle of the dashboard in terms of how to use Dubb and strategy within your industry right here. It also does writing as well. So if you want to do any kind of script copy or emails, you can do all that right in here. Now, if you need help from the team, right down over here, there's a little green intercom bubble right here. So what you can do is you can chat with the AI, you can chat with a human being on our team, or you can do a little keyword search where if I put in here, hey, how do I use the desktop app? You put that in there and it'll bring up an article or video as well. We also have a really good training library right over here. This second link under training, right here. If you click that, it goes to what we call Dubb Academy, and it's got a nice little library in here of videos all in a row, all labeled how to use the platform. We also have this right here. This is our little AI sales coach here called Sophia. So if you call this number 24/7, Sophia will give you feedback if you'd like it. She'll go over some tech stuff, strategy stuff. Just ask her whatever you'd like and give us some feedback. Let me know what you think. But she's available 24/7. Now, as far as recording the videos, so there are different styles of videos that you can record. Now, this one right here was done with the webcam. So right inside the Dubb dashboard, most straightforward way you can record webcam. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, and the Dubb mobile app has a whiteboard feature where you can type, and that is what I am typing right there. Now, what you're seeing here is an animated video GIF preview. So when you record a video, the first 3 seconds are going to repeat. So whatever you're doing jumping jacks, running up and down, that's going to be the repetition. You can change that inside of the platform with a little slider. You want to change it to something else? You can do that. But I think to be really efficient when you make these videos, know what you're going to do, get ready, first 3 seconds, that's what it's going to be. Now, you'll notice on the whiteboard, I'm saying, what's your hook? You have to have your hook before you record the video. So don't even hit record if you don't know what the hook is. So the hook is this strategy where you want to get them to click on the video. So what I'm going to be typing on that board right here in this example is very important. So what you want to do is you can go right in here to the AI. Now you can use Auto here, but you can also use ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, Claude, whatever you're going to use. But ask the AI, say, look, here's my industry. Here's my ICP, my ideal client profile. Here is why I'm reaching out to this person or this group. Here's the value that I want to convey. And here's the action that I want them to take after watching this content, whether it's booking a time in your calendar, checking out a website, filling out a form, whatever you want them to do. So just explain to the AI what the deal is. And then you want to ask the AI, say, look, I really need a list of about 20 3 to 5 word hooks that I can use to get someone to want to click on this based on what I just told you. So the AI is going to give you a list of about 20 of those, 3 to 5 words, and then just make your way through it and see which ones you like and don't like. Either make the adjustments yourself as a human, or give it right back to the AI and say, listen, I want these to be punchier. I want a little more FOMO. I want it to be a little more specific. So, and then it will give you the adjustments. But when you have this list of 20 3 to 5 word hooks, then you want to be able to record a video and use the hook. So right here, now the reason we say 3 to 5 words is because this one's got 3 words on there, but 3 to 5 words is pretty good. It's short and punchy. You also want to use that 3 to 5 word hook up here in your subject line of your email. Now you can use the same hook, or you can use two different ones as long as they're similar, right? Because you got to get someone to open here before they go here. So that's what the hooks are all about. So now we're going to decide different ways to record. Well, webcam. This was done with the webcam inside of Dubb mobile app on the phone, whiteboard. One of the most straightforward things you can do. And remember, it's an animated preview, so I just have a little bit of movement to it. I'm not staying stationary because there is movement, so we want to take advantage of that. Just a little lean, a little something like this goes a long way. Now, from the webcam here, you also can do this. You can drop a virtual background behind you, just like this. So if you feel confident enough that the background image, the screenshot that you've thrown behind you gives enough context and enough of a hook, great. So whether it's someone's profile, property in real estate, article you want to share, company site, screenshot of an action someone took, maybe they filled out a form, it's your choice. But you have the ability to have something behind you where you just reference it, do a little smile, and then deliver the video. Now you also can do both. So I can have a screenshot behind me and deliver my hook right here with the whiteboard. This works really good in terms of real estate folks. Do a lot for real estate. They'll have a property behind, have the property address, or have something related to that listing right there. But it works for any industry where you can do both those things at once. Now, you also can do screen recording videos. So, screen recording videos are great in terms of if you want to walk someone through something visually, these are fantastic. So, this one right here is done with the Dubb Chrome extension. This is a browser-based screen recorder. Anything you want to be on top of in a bubble, pointing things out within your browser, the Dubb Chrome extension is what you want. So you want to Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a 3-step process to pin it right up here in the browser. You can see the little button up there at the top. And when that's logged in and pinned, you can put yourself on top of anything in here. So you'll notice in this case, it's a market update. And I've got little annotation arrows pointing towards my bubble. I could have did a little wave and a little point at the title like that. That's fine. But notice again, I use the additional messaging of the hook. because I really want them to have that additional message for them to want to click. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm just holding it right inside the bubble like that. Now you also can use another screen recorder called the Dubb desktop app. So the Chrome extension, browser-based, that I just showed you, anything within your browser, the Dubb desktop app that you see right here can go on top of anything. It's not trapped within the browser. It can be on top of videos, Canvas slides, docs, whatever you want, it can go on top of. And it also has the ability to crop in closer so we can really focus on something individually. I'm pushing in on that number right there. So you can get a little more creative with this one. But both are screen recorders that you can use. And when I show them back to back, you'll see similarities and differences. But the big difference, one is browser based, one can go on top of everything. Now, the Dubb mobile app does a lot of the same stuff we just talked about with the webcam. I can do some screenshots on my phone, put it behind me as a virtual background. You also can put a video behind you, by the way, on your phone if you have a little video. It won't have the sound, but it'll have the visuals behind if you want that. So, photo or video you can throw behind you. And then you also can do text on screen, like you see right there. You also can just do the hook. If you just want to introduce yourself to someone or just have that hook, do a simple video like you did with the webcam. Just record yourself, have the message above or below, goes a long way. We also have this really cool function on the Dubb mobile app called picture in picture. So this is like pretty much like tailor-made for property walkthroughs in real estate. So if you're in real estate and you're doing property walkthroughs, just it uses both cameras on the phone, show what's in front of you, narrate through what you're showing. If you're not in real estate and you're at a conference or a meeting or a big event and you want to get shots of the crowd and explain what's going on, you can then post that on social, send it out to your as an email, to your group of influence there. If you're doing any local prospecting and you're outside of businesses, make a fun little video outside the business, send it to the contact that you have in there, and then follow up. If you're sitting in front of your computer and you pull up a website, a profile of someone, all the stuff we just talked about, you can take your phone, hit record, and then just lean into what you're showing. And that's another cool visual way to show something that will stand out. If you're with a client and you're physically with a client, you want to do a little back and forth like a video testimonial, you could have them sit across from you, put this on a selfie stick or hold it. You're in the top left, they're in the center, and you can have a nice little combo back and forth and then just share it with your people. So, a lot of cool visual things you can do here to stand out in terms of really making a point. Now, when someone gets these videos and they see the animated preview, they see the hook, and they want to click, this is what's going to happen. It's going to take them to a customized landing page called a preset in Dubb terms. So it's really about their experience here that's going to make or break it. So over here to the left, you have your logo that you'll have. You have the video you've created right here in the center. These initial videos should be, I wouldn't go longer than a minute, probably 30 or 40 seconds is probably the sweet spot. Go right into the hook, right into the value. The reason they clicked on it was because of that. So you want to go right into it and then, explain that value to the person. Over here to the right, you have playlist videos. They're going to play directly after the video you've created. They're going to seamlessly run right into the next one. So not only do these videos provide more education and context, but it enables you to record one video, one time, minute, minute and a half, which is your pitch video. Why should someone work with you? Why should they go with your products or services? So that will always play. You record it once and it will always play right after. If you do have video testimonials, this is a great spot to have them. Kind of, closes the loop here. If you don't have video testimonials, I'll show you a little strategy in a second. It's pretty simple where you can get them from your clients. A lot of Dubb users have done it over the years. I'll show you that in a bit. But here is the content up here at the top. Now, at the bottom, you have your buttons, your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they have consumed your content? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to reply with a video? Do you want them to check out your website? Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide? Do you want them to fill out a form? How about check out a case study? What about leaving a review? So there's a number of options you have below. Now, this reply with video button is pretty awesome for getting video testimonials. So if you don't have them, or you do have them and you've done a traditional method of meeting in Zoom or meeting in Google Meets and recording it and then editing it, what you can do instead is send them a video with that button below it. So I could say, Hey, this is Rob. Listen, I'm so excited that you've used Dubb. It's amazing you're part of the platform now. Wanted to get a quick video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. You don't need to download anything. All you need to do is click that reply with video button below and let me know what have you thought about the platform or whatever questions you want to ask. The person sends the video back to you. You get a notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply, and then you just make it part of your playlist right here. And that's really the power of it. And then you have this area right over here, which has worked so well for people over the years. Initial video with value, followed up by playlist videos that have your pitch video and video testimonials and buttons below to take an action. Now, right over here is your AI assistant called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. And this thing is pretty awesome because when people land on the page here, maybe they liked your videos, but maybe they're a little hesitant about taking that next action. Maybe they have questions in their head. So we're all used to getting, because, we're very impatient now because we have so much technology. If we have real-time questions, why not get those answered over here to the right? So you can have your FAQs over here. You can ask a direct question of the AI, and the AI is going to give you an answer, and then it's going to want to push and keep the momentum going by referencing your next step. So in this case, it gives the answer and says, hey, are you ready to book a time with Rob? Or whatever you wanted them to do next. Now, this AI can be educated inside of the Dubb platform. There are individual website pages that you can feed it, and it will physically learn what's in text on those pages. And then you can also upload a PDF as well. So one or the other, or both, and this thing will be educated on what you needed to know, and will want to keep the momentum going and hopefully close move some deals forward. Now, these landing pages in general, these preset landing pages, this is where you want to have different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. If I was in recruiting and I worked with employers and candidates, I want a landing page for employers and one for candidates. Same thing with insurance, different kinds of mortgage, different kinds of financial investing, different kinds of coaching, consulting, real estate, buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expires. All of these, when you create these separate landing pages, will speak directly to them because you're probably going to have different playlist videos related to what the action is that you want them to take. And the AI will be educated on those specific things. So it's really a powerful thing when you can really show people what they want to see and it feels like you're speaking right to them. Now, all of this is tracked as well. So did someone open the email? Did they watch any of these videos? If they did, what's the watch percentage? That way you know what they've consumed. If they click on any buttons, did they interact with the AI? All of it helps you follow up in a very, very smart way. Now, if you are on a free trial right now and you're watching this and you want to jump up to either Pro or Pro Plus, either one of our plans, just put upgrade into the chat, and then Ina, who's here today, will follow up with our best deal that we can possibly give you. If you're in the training and you're on Pro and you're thinking about going to Pro Plus by the end of the training, put upgrade in there as well. We'll give you the best deal we can to upgrade if you want to do that. Now, as far as recording these things, how would we record these different styles that we just talked about? So, to record the webcam, all we have to do is go right inside the Dubb platform, and there's a huge red button right here at the top. Can't miss it. Create video right over here to the right. Select that there. When you do select that, now you're going to be able to record. So, to get the whiteboard on the phone that you saw earlier, where I had that messaging, all you have to do is get the Dubb mobile app, Dubb app, Dubbapp. And when you do have it, here it is. And it's going to be this little button right up here at the top, that little square button with the person. When you select that, now you're going to be able to type. So all you do is type your hook, type it, turn it, and then have it right here, just like this. Now, to do the virtual background, go below, select virtual background. You can use stock stuff here, but I would make it useful. So, like, I would go to your photos, upload all the screenshot stuff we talked about earlier that gives context and meaning, creates a little library for you here, and then just select the one that you would like to use, and it's going to put it behind you, just like this. And you can bring in your whiteboard as well if you want to do both. Make sure you have a good front light, natural or ring light. Make sure you keep your hands within your shoulders here. You don't want to go out into the soup. Just pretend you're a T-Rex dinosaur and you can only talk with your arms like this. That works pretty good. Now, as far as teleprompters, we have a teleprompter on all our different kinds of ways to record. If you haven't used a teleprompter before, they're pretty awesome once you get used to using it. They keep you really efficient. You have the words right in front of you because what you can do is you make sure the words are specifically the way you want it, and then they're right in front of you. You don't even have to think about it. So it's pretty cool. So all you need to do to use that is have a video script saved inside a Dubb. So when you access it, you can go just like this. Click above here. You can click create new script. That will take you inside the Dubb platform. You can copy and paste your script to drop it in there, save it. Or I can scroll through here for scripts that I already created. Or I can come in here and just type the title of my script. And there it is. Pops down just like this. I would give yourself about arm's distance away, like this. Let the words flow up into your eye line. This is going to be your speed right here. You can adjust it up or down. This is the play button so you can test it. This will back the text off, and this will zoom it in. Now, if you want to edit the script, maybe you give it a little read through because you don't want to let the words surprise you, right? You want to give it some practice. But if you want to change it after reading it, just click here the pencil icon, and you can make any editing changes that you want, and just click save when you're done. So to record, here's how you would record. I'm going to bring my hook in here. I'm going to click the button right in the middle of record, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. I can hit the pause button here, stop this recording, and stop the teleprompter. Click this button again, and it will resume it. If I want to delete the video, it's the red X. And if I want to save this video into the Dubb platform, it is the check mark right here. So I'm going to tap this close. This is the teleprompter. You can close it here, just that button there. And that's it. And this is a very straightforward way to record. So I'm going to hit the check mark here, and it's going to save this into Dubb. Now, when it saves it into the platform, we're going to be taken to the video edit page inside of the Dubb platform. This is where we're always going to land. Now, when you're inside here, there's a few things that you can do when you land on this page. Let me just grab a different video just while that's still transcoding. So when you're here, I can click the pencil icon right up here at the top, and I can change the title of my video. If I want to change the title, just click the check mark when you're done, and it changes the internal title. If I want to see what this video looks like, preview it on a preset landing page. What does it look like? I can click the button all the way to the right, the square button with the arrow. It's going to open up a new tab, and now I can review it. Great. There's my video. There's my playlist. There's my AI. There's my logo. There's my buttons. Everything looks fantastic. Now, if I want to change it to a different preset landing page background, all I have to do is go right here, this little drop down right here. Click this here. Notice it says Rob's preset right here. That's my default preset landing page. Anytime I record a video, that preset landing page will always be attached unless I change it. And I can change it by searching for a different preset I have created here or just picking from a scroll right down here at the bottom. So with one click, you can change it to a different background there. Now you also can download the MP4 version of any video that you save into Dubb. Just click this here, you get the MP4 file. You also can use QR codes. Every Dubb video has a QR code. So if you select this button here, here's the QR code. Great for physical mail marketing, really good for events. And if you have a booth at a convention or event, or if you're walking around meeting people, have a pre-recorded video that says, "Hey, it was great meeting you at the event." Click below to stay in touch. If you're doing open houses in real estate, perfect. Put it right on the counter. Thanks for checking out this property. Click below for similar properties. So, number of ways you can use QR codes with Dubb. Now, you also have a tab down here that's an analytics tab. So we have an AI coach here called Kyra that if you click generate, it's going to give you some delivery analysis feedback, some feedback on your visuals and your content. You also have activity over here to the left, so I mean to the right. So if you click here, you can really drill down on what the folks are doing. Are they clicking on the buttons? Are they checking out the emails? Are they watching the videos? You really can decide, what they've done and follow up in a really, really good informed way. You also have an editing tab right here. Any video you save into Dubb, you can edit. So if you select this button here, I can come right down here and I can play this video if I want to. I also have the ability to move my timeline just like this. So I can drag it. Let's say I want to cut something out, right? I'm going to go to here, select the scissor icon, split the clip in two, bring this to the second cut point, hit the scissor icon again. Now it's split into three pieces. You can see that right down here at the bottom. Whatever is highlighted in orange, that's what I can get rid of. So I'm going to hit the trash can and it's gone. Now, if I want to bring everything back, just click undo, 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 and I'm right back where I started. Now, if we want to share this video, right? We recorded a video, we got it on a preset landing page, it's got our buttons, our AI, it's got everything. Now we just want to be able to share it. So what you can do is go in your email, open up a compose, and best practice, always have the word video in the subject line. Very first thing that they read. Then have the hook we talked about, that 3 to 5 word hook. Then have a little bit of text right in here. And then to drop the video in, you can do it in a couple ways. So first way is right within the platform. Here's the video. Right over to the right is a big blue share and send button right there. So if you select that there, all you have to do is put the email into the person you're sending it to. You can add a little personalization text at the top of the video and a little banner. You don't have to do this part, but you can. And then click copy for email. And then it's just a copy and paste. And you drop it in just like this. And there it is. Now, if you want to do a shortcut, you have a shortcut if you have Gmail or you have Outlook 365. So notice there's a little Dubb button right down here in Gmail. In Outlook 365, it's an add-ins. But that little button is there because we have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder right up here in the browser. Now, that's the screen recorder we're going to look at in a second. But because we have that, that shortcut shows up. So when I select that button, it opens up the recording here. I could record a video right now from inside here and just drop it in if I wanted to. But instead, I'm going to scroll through my video library down to the bottom right. Say, oh, what video do I want to drop in here? I'm going to drop that one in, hit insert, and it drops it right in. So you have a shortcut available too. Now, as far as that screen recorder, the Dubb Chrome extension, this style right here that we talked about in the very beginning, right here, how do you record that? So first, Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a three-step process to pin it right up here in the browser. And when it's logged in and pinned and you're ready to go, then it will record on top of anything you want to record on top of as long as it's within the browser. So we're going to use LinkedIn as an example to show this. I'm going to click the Dubb Chrome extension. There's that button at the top, and it's going to open up, and it puts me on the page. Now, what I'm going to do here is this. So I'm going to think about my webcam first. So any website that you're on top of, you want to think about the size of your webcam, the shape, and the placement. You want to kind of match the feel of the page. Now, from a size perspective, you can grab the edge like this and just go like this to whatever size you need. In terms of shape, just hover over and click these different shapes right here. I would just, again, try to match the feel of the page. Ruben's in a circle. I'm going to stay in a circle. And if you want to place yourself in a cool spot, I'm going to put myself right up next to him, just like this. I can zoom myself in. I can back myself up. I can physically move myself around inside this bubble if I want better framing. I can jump to full screen. If I want to make a point about something, go back to the page. I can go right over here to the right and I can turn my camera off. Why not do an audio walkthrough? If you already know the client, you already know the person, you just want to do an audio walkthrough of something, you can do that. If you want to have your headshot, you can have your headshot. And if you want to be live like this here, you can do a virtual background. We have that option right down there. Virtual background, you can drop it behind you in the bubble like we did before with the other webcam. You also have an annotation tool right over here to the left that you can use to point things out. We have a teleprompter right over here. If you select it here, here's a teleprompter. This one is a little bit different than the one you saw before. So this one here, you can physically move around the screen and you can manipulate the side like this. And then you can control the speed up or down right here in the middle. You can hit the play button to test that speed, back the text off, or zoom it in. Now, if you do decide to use the teleprompter and you're using the Chrome extension here, I would not go full screen on your browser. If you do, it will hide that teleprompter tab. You won't be able to physically see it or get to it. So I would leave a little bit of a gap at the top. So when you hit record, just tap it, bring it forward, and you're able to use it. Now you also have three orientations to record with Chrome. So right over here to the right, if I click camera, opens up like a webcam. If I select tab, it's going to be just the tab that I'm on. Won't show any of the tabs at the top, just this current page. If I go screen, it's going to get my entire computer screen. So in this example, I'm going to go tab. And I'm going to bring in my hook that I had before, right? We want to have that additional hook. I'm going to have it right here inside the bubble, just like this. So I'm going to hit record to the right, start recording. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is. I'm going to click share. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Ruben, what's going on? I wanted to send you this video, my friend. I saw that you're in technology. I'm in technology as well. I think we should have a chat. So I did my animated, right, my 3 seconds of doing this, and then I put it down. I kept going. That'll be the repeating preview. And then I jumped to full screen. If you want to jump to full screen when you make these screen recordings, it's a nice way to break the visuals, make your point, and then continue back with what you were showing. So if you want to do that, you can hover over your webcam with your mouse, double click it. It'll bring you here. Then just double click the page to go back. You can even click the little square at the bottom that'll expand it. Click this little button here to go back. You can scroll around, you can move, you can hit the pause button if you want to, right at the bottom. You can pause the recording, get yourself set up in your next spot, click resume. And you can use the annotations right over here to the left. Use them to point things out, do some underlines, draw on the screen, do some text on screen. Maybe you want to put things in numerical order of importance, right? Like, hey, check this out. One, two, three, four. So really cool stuff you can do to really kind of visualize it for someone. So within the browser, anything you want to be on top of in terms of walking someone through someone in a very visual way within the browser, the Dubb Chrome extension is a nice quick way to do this. So I'm going to select the check mark below, and it's going to, again, save this video right back where we were before, right in the video edit page, right inside of the Dubb platform. Now, if I want to share this video with Ruben that I have just created, how would I share it with him? Well, back over on LinkedIn, I want to be a connection with him first, a first connection. So I'm going to send a connector request. When he accepts, then I'm going to click the message down below, the little message button. And we have an integration with LinkedIn. So when you're able to send it, he's going to see that animated preview. So when I open up the message button below, you're going to notice a little Dubb button right down here at the bottom. Whoops, this like it kind of disappeared. Let me do this again. We have an integration with LinkedIn. So just like you saw with Gmail, there's a little Dubb button there. There it is right there. See it? Right at the bottom. So when you select that there, it opens up the Chrome that we just used, and I can scroll and look for my video library. So see that right there? I mean, my video. There it is. Click insert, and then I can highlight the text and I can change it to whatever I want to change it to. Click send, and then Ruben's going to get that nice animated preview instead of just text stuff. Now, the last screen recorder we're going to look at is the Dubb desktop app. So again, Chrome browser base that you just saw, Dubb desktop app can go on top of anything. So you want to Google Dubb desktop app, then download it from Mac or PC. When you do, you're going to see a little Dubb symbol like you see here. You can see the functionality right here that I can click on, or I can click on View Quick Menu. If you click on View Quick Menu, it's going to pop up like this. It does a lot of different stuff. We're going to look at this right here, recording screen, right? I'm going to click record screen. So similarities and differences that you just saw. I can do all the same stuff I did with Chrome. I can adjust the size, I can adjust the shape, all the same we just did with our webcam. I have the same annotation tool. I can do all the same annotations with this, same thing. The teleprompter is similar to the Chrome where I can physically move this around, but it's a little different here with this. When you select your script, I can choose this right here. This is your first choice. Right over here is auto track. Auto track is voice recognition. So if I was going to hit record right now and I was going to read that script, it would move at the pace at which I'm speaking. Now, if I don't want to do that and I want the scroll speed like you just saw before, I can change that. I can just click that button there, turns off auto track, and now I can control the speed up or down that you see me doing right now. So it's either auto scroll or it's auto track. You have that option with the desktop app. The other part of the recording is this. See this little red slash in this square right here? What that means is if I was going to hit the record button right over here, it would get my entire computer screen. Whenever the red slash is on, it means when you hit record, you're going to get the whole screen. If I want to change that, just tap that there. It gets rid of the red slash. And now notice I have some choices in terms of the border of what I'm recording. This one right here, it's on custom, which means I can crop around anything that I want to crop around to make it part of the recording. I can get very specific. Whatever's inside these blue lines will be part of the recording, and cropping with custom gives you that ability. I also can change this to, if I wanted to, I could change it to portrait. So if I want to do a social media video right from my desktop, I can do it. Look, it's in the same formation. I just have to put it on top of whatever I want to put it on top of, and I'm able to do that in the portrait format. If I want to go landscape for YouTube, I have the ability to do that. Same orientation. Now, in terms of recording, let's say I want to record now. I'm going to hit the record button at the bottom. Here we go. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and now I am recording. I can pause and resume this right down here. But the big difference is the check mark. So like we saw before, when we click the check mark, it typically saves it into Dubb, right? But that's not the case with the desktop app. So when you select the check mark here, it's going to open up a preview window. And what I just did was I recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. We're going to record a bunch of clips, merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save it into Dubb. So you'll notice it says right here, drag and drop or click to add videos. So if I have MP4 files of videos on my computer, I can drop them right in here and make them part of this whole story as a clip, which is pretty neat. Now, I recorded a screen recording clip. So how would I continue to record now? Because this is the preview window. What do I do next? So down at the bottom left, there are three creative choices to record. The one all the way to the left at the bottom says record screen video. That is the style that I just recorded. So if I want to do another style like that on my next clip, I'm going to click that button. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. Now I could have swapped out my background. I could have brought behind me a different doc, a different image, a different video, whatever. I could have changed all that. I'm going to hit record. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown again. And now I am recording my second clip. I'm going to hit the check mark. There's my second clip. And I can move these around. I can grab one clip, move it here, move it around. I don't have to record in order. I could do the end first if I wanted to, so you can switch them all around. If you click the little three dot menu on each clip, you can download or delete each one. So, get rid of the ones you don't like, keep the ones that you do like. Now, there's also a little button down here to the bottom left. The next one, it's the webcam recording option. So if I select that, it's going to open up my webcam. So I can hit record here. And now maybe this is the end of my video. I say, hey, thank you so much for watching this video. Or say, hey, I want to talk to you about something very specific. Hey, welcome to this video. Click the check mark. And now this looks visually different than a lot of the other clips. The last choice you have down to the bottom left is Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to take a pre-recorded video that you've created from your video library, put it inside of a bubble or a square or a rectangle, and then put it on top of anything that you want to put it on top of. So I could sit here in front of my webcam, record a video, save it into Dubb, pull up a website or a doc or a video that I want to talk about, go click that button right down here, Dubb Narrator. It's going to take me right inside my video library. Let's pretend this is the video that I did. Select it. And now I can take this video and put it right inside here and put it on top of what I want to show. And when I hit record, the pre-recorded version of me is going to do all the work. And then I can scroll around, move, do whatever I'd like to be able to do. Now, when we're ready to combine all these clips into that one video and save it into Dubb, you have two options. Down to the bottom right, there is a button called Upload right there at the bottom right. If you click Upload, it's going to merge them all together, save it into the platform. If you select Edit to the bottom right, it's going to merge the clips together, but you can do a full edit right here inside the desktop app before you even save it into the platform. And this editor right here is just like the one I showed you inside the platform. You can also download the MP4 right now if you wanted to of the Dubb video, and you can click Upload to save it directly into the platform. Now, the last recording option that we're going to show today is going to be the Dubb mobile app, which is also a clip recorder in itself. So it's kind of like the desktop app, but on the move. So it does clip recording and also does some other really cool stuff too. So you want to get the Dubb mobile app, Dubb. And when you do have it, this is what this is going to look like. So here you are in the home area of the mobile app. We have our video library right here in the middle. If I want to record a video, just tap the blue camera icon right in the bottom, right in the center. Tap that there, and it's going to open up your camera. Now, when you're first using this, you're going to notice that it's defaulted for 1 minute. So it's going to cut you off at a minute. So you can change it to other specific times. I always have mine on 10 minutes. That way it doesn't cut me off. I'm going to hit record just by tapping the circle at the bottom, and now I am recording. We have a timer on the button, and we have a timer up here in the eye line. You can pause and resume this recording right over here to the left. And to end the recording, just tap the circle. And there it is. There's the clip. So the desktop app and the mobile app are both clip recorders. And this clip has been downloaded to my phone immediately. So I have it in my photo video area if I do need it. I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom. I'm going to record another clip. Here we go. Tap the circle again. And there is the second clip that I've recorded. And I can move these in any order that I want. All I have to do is take my finger, grab one, slide it. Now, if I tap a clip individually, it's going to give me the options to trim. And if I select edit, I can come right in here and do some stuff. Right over to the right, I can select the music icon. We have a whole library of royalty-free music that you can use. Just make sure you adjust the original audio and the music so it doesn't overwhelm you. And then you can also do the text icon to the right. If you select the text icon, you can come right in here and you can do the hook that we talked about. So I'm just going to click in here, type my hook like we did with the webcam. And then boom, you can move it around anywhere you want to move it. Different font, different color, different size, whatever you want. There's also a microphone icon to the right. So if you want to do a voiceover over the clip, just tap the microphone. Hold the button down at the bottom, do your voiceover, and then you're able to add it. You also have a timer icon to the bottom right. You can go all the way up to 10x. So if you have like a fun video, like you're doing a property walkthrough, maybe you're running down the hallways or something, or doing something fun. Maybe you're in the automotive industry, you're showing the cars, you're kind of walking around. You can speed that up. You also have another icon to the bottom right called your subtitle icon. So if you want to burn in some subtitles to this clip, like actually burn it into the video, you can do that here, or you can burn them all in at the end if you want to burn them in. Now, these options right over here, what do they do? If you click the tooltip at the top, they will explain by title what their function is. Now, I always have a countdown timer on, this one right here. So I'm going to select 3 seconds. You can do 10 if you wanted to. 3 seconds matches everywhere else in Dubb. So I feel like it's a really good timer in terms of getting you ready and you have that consistency across recording. Tap this and in, there's the clip. Now, if you want to use video stabilization, maybe you do a lot of like walk and talks and you want the video to be a little more stable, just select this button here, do low, medium, or high, and it'll really smooth it out for you. If you want to use a teleprompter, this little guy right here, select this here, come up here, choose your script, and then you have the ability with these scripts. See these X's that I added right here? I'll explain this in a second. But let's just say the script started right here, right? First thing you want to think about is your eyes up towards the camera. You want the words to flow up towards your eye line, right? Because that's where the camera is right at the top. You can control the speed right here. You can hit the play button right here. Play that video, see if you like that speed. And if your eyes are not staying at the top, move everything up. Take the guardrail and just slide it up like this. That way your eyes stay right at the top. They're not looking at anything down here. Or you can just increase the speed. Now, the reason I put these X's up here, so I typed these extra X's, is because when you go landscape, if I wanted to flip this thing and use it for landscape, right, for maybe a YouTube video, the camera is right about here. So the reason I added the X's is because when the video is recording and you start it, my eye line is going to be right where the camera is. So just a little trick right there if you want to do that. Otherwise, it looks like you're looking past the camera. Now you also have an option with these to do auto track as well. So if I wanted to do auto track, right? Voice recognition. I don't want to use the scroll speed. I want it to go at my pace in terms of how I speak. Just go to the gear icon right here, like we did with the desktop app. Click auto track. And then when I hit record, it would be like this. Violet used to spend hours a day doing admin tasks instead of selling. But then she got Dubb AI, and it does, and then I can keep going there. But see how it highlights everything? So that's what you can do with auto track. It'll go at your pace. It'll highlight the words and move, or you can select here and just use auto scroll. It's totally up to you. And then to close the teleprompter, tap the X to the bottom right, top right, and it closes. Now, if you recorded a video outside of the mobile app and you have it on your phone and you want to drop it down here, go right here to the folder button. It will take you to your photo video area. Select the video that you want. It'll say, hey, do you want to add clips? Yes. Drop it right in. If you want to record what's on your screen, it's this video right here. It'll get what's on your screen. If you want to do filters, this little button right here, you can just slide through, see what colors, gradations, see what you like. You can just kind of move through like that. Now, if you want to use picture in picture, this is the one we showed in the very beginning. Click that little button there, and now you are showing what's in front of you, and you can move yourself around like this, make yourself bigger when you want to make a point, shrink yourself, get out of the way, zoom in the background. A lot of kind of cool stuff you can create. And then lastly, at the bottom is your virtual background, that little button right there. Take screenshots on your phone, select that button there, and it puts a virtual background behind you. And then you're able to record with that. Now, when you're done and you're ready to merge these into that one video that we talked about, all you're going to do is click this blue button at the top right, click that there. It's going to merge the clips together. And once the clips are merged together, you're going to have a finished copy on your phone of that video in your video library. And you're also going to have the opportunity to click the blue upload button, which is going to save it into the platform. So see right here, there's a blue upload button right there. Select that upload button. It saves it into the platform, and then you're able to share it wherever you'd like to be able to share it. Now, the mobile app, you can share videos on the mobile apps. See the video library right here? If I select a video, notice there's a blue share button right in the middle down here. Click it. Click copy for email. Notice it says copy to clipboard. Then you'll paste it. Click copy for SMS. Copies to the clipboard. paste it, or you can click the little blue, the little icons at the top right of the video. Block icon is for email, paper airplane icon is for SMS. Now, if you are using a CRM, let's say you got like a HubSpot, you have a Salesforce, you have a Go Level, maybe you're doing like third-party senders like a MailChimp or a Constant Contact. We have a lot of integrations with a lot of different companies. So in this list right here, we have a pretty extensive list. So if you have workflows in these companies that you really like and you want to keep them, but you just want to add video to the mix, you can just add video. That's why we have the integration. Now, if you want to use Dubb as a complete CRM for what you do, you can do that. You can come right over here and click CRM, upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do notes, tasks, deals. You also can do campaigns with Dubb, bulk sending with email and SMS, and you can do automation. So if you want to do workflows with email and SMS, drip sequences, like when you sign up for Dubb, you get like a 12 or 13 email drip sequence from us. So if you want automations, and you want that access to that, that is our Pro Plus plan. So on Dubb, Pro Plus. Pro Plus is all about automations, extra help. There's also additional coaching to Pro Plus that happens every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. PST. That little link is right over here. Founder coaching, right here. If you select this here, Ruben and Darius, the founders of Dubb, they run this every Tuesday. So if you want to get in there and have access to that, they have their own library of stuff. You can click register for open mic where they talk to you about your business and give you advice in and out of the platform. It's pretty awesome. So if you are currently sitting on Pro and you're thinking about Pro Plus, put upgrade into the chat or email support@dubb.com. We'll give you the best deal we can to upgrade. And if you're either thinking about Pro or Pro Plus and you want automations, you want extra coaching, you want extra attention, that would be what you want to go with there. Now, referrals. We have a really strong referral program. So right over here under referrals, let me just reset this and you'll see this right here. There's a referral button right here. If you click referrals, click apply now. That's going to create a referral link for you. We do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that link. So if you share it, the 30% doesn't sunset, it doesn't go away unless we stop getting paid, then it would. But if you share it, and let's say you're on a paid plan right now with Dubb, you're on Pro or Pro Plus, and you get 4 or 5, 6 people to subscribe, then you got a free account. And we have people that do well beyond that. So sharing that referral link is really important. A lot of the times when you use Dubb in general, sometimes people are like, hey, how'd you send me that? And just share the link. And you can invite them in here to this live training, dubb.com/T. We're in here 5 days a week. Have them come in. I mean, we talk about the platform every day. We could actually sell them for you. If you have a group of people that you have together in a Zoom, maybe you do like a Tech Tuesdays or a Tech Thursdays or whatever, and you want us to come in and pitch and you have a good little audience there, just let me know and I can always come in and do that for you if you want us to do that. So it's very much like a partnership relationship. Now, as far as the other webinars that we typically have during the week, I mentioned Pro Plus coaching on Tuesdays at 11:30 a.m. PST. We also have Wednesdays today at 11:30 a.m. PST. Darius hosts the real estate focused workshop. So that's 11:30 Wednesdays, real estate focused with Dubb. Every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. PST, we have, not every Thursday, every other Thursday, we have our Dubb Partners, which is strategy about Dubb partner meetings. So that's typically our kind of little TV lineup that we have during the week. Okay, so let's see. Ina, do we have anything in the chat in the Q&A? How are we doing on that over there?
Oh, good. Full of AI chat.
Hey, the AIs, they love us, huh? They're in here to make an impact. AIs, thanks for coming. Anybody else, human beings here? Any humans? Anything to say? Anything you got? Anything? Art, I know you and I chatted at the top. You want to go back and just watch this recording? That's what you want to do. But I would say put yourself in a little screen recording, talk about the market, the insurance options they have, things like that. Send us an example at feedback at Dubb. That would be pretty cool if you want to do that. Let's see. Todd, Steven, Mark, anything from you guys? Any questions before we head out for the day? Anything on anybody's mind from what they saw? Statements, suggestions, questions, strategies? Anything? Okay. All right. Lean, wait. Okay. So if you want to record videos in the meantime, please feel free to send us an example. I mean, I like to review them. I think it's cool to watch. So feedback at Dubb, if you're saying, hey, I'm trying this new strategy, what do you think? Let us know. That's the whole point. We want everyone to record videos and we want you to do well with them. That's the whole point of all this. So, Ina, thanks so much for the support as always. Everybody, support at Dubb. Talk to Otto within the Dubb dashboard. Call Sophia within your Dubb dashboard. It's our AI phone assistant. Call her, have questions, let us know. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Thanks for coming, everybody. See you, Ina.